Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me.
Rana take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator and I am hopefully going to make it through this cast. I just had to replace one of my main hard drives yesterday, so I think I'm all set up. It looks like I've got audio going through, which is fantastic. So hopefully we're going to have a good one here. We've got Division B East for you today. It's the Fallen Lords versus Gen.M Esports. Looking forward to this one. We've got some familiar names. We've got some people who've moved up, some people who've reformed here in the NGS. It's going to be a good one. Very excited. Let's head over to the map select screen before we jump into our draft number 1. Cursed Hollow and Sky Temple were banned away by the Fallen Lords. Gen.M Esports taking out Dragonshire and Braxis Holdout. We're going to be going to Towers of Doom here for game number 1 before we get into the draft. Majesty redeeming the drink water. Water has been drank. Let's get into the draft. Cat? Yes. I cannot guarantee the presence of a cat in that camera, hence the question mark. But I did add those handy little identifiers so you know which cat is in the bed at any one time. Here we go. Towers of Doom draft is underway here. Gen.M Esports will be first to act. We'll see if we're going to have some very standard bans or if we've got any targets coming on out. As Anubarak going to be the first removed by Gen.M Esports. That is indeed Randy Newman over on the right. Famously of the team, Randy Newman. May we see them again someday. Glad to see them back in the league though. Good to see that Johanna band come on out from the Fallen Lords, followed up by the Stukov band from Gen.M. Everything looking very, very standard thus far. There goes the Rhaegar, and we'll see what the first pick is going to be for Gen.M. Lots of good options. We'll see if they want to lock up a global here. Or if they want to lock up something else. Majesty with another drink water as French brings the Li Ming first pick. Not one that we see a lot of first pick this so far this season. We'll have to see what French brings on the hero. Another drink water. Gotta do it, gotta hydrate. Thank you very much, Majesty. That's right, Dax. The cat is very good co-caster. Silver Arrow gonna lock up the Vala here for the Fallen Lords. Universe going for the Lucio. I do like Lucio on Towers of Doom. It's fun to watch. Desda going to respond with the Brightwing here for Gen.M, making sure they don't get further locked out of their healer pools. And Logicalia is going for the Leoric here. Leoric, just kind of a good all-arounder offlaner right now. Can double soak, is very resilient against ganks. Can come in impact fights with that Entomb. As we see a couple of tank bans coming on out here. Garrosh and Diablo removed. Neither team has a tank just yet. Nubrak is taken away, Johanna's taken away, so we might see some interesting tank choices from both of these teams. Is Maharba going to respond with the Zool, which is presumably going to be an off-lane answer to Leoric here. Gecko is going to blink first in the fight to pick a tank and pick up that Varian. Varian with that Lucio speed can be pretty nasty. Vala able to quickly follow up with some burst damage and some sustain. I'm interested to see what this last pick is going to be for the Fallen Lords to aid in that combo. Gen.M looking to round out the rest of their comp here. They need a tank, they need a flex. Lunaris, Sylvanas available. It's going to be a Medivh here from Randy Newman, and Infofox going for the Muradin here. So it's going to be a solo DPS Li Ming with some Medivh damage splashed in on the side. Interesting setup here for Gen.M. I've not quite seen this this type of comp before. Genghis Khan going for the Tassadar last pick could be a little bit rough, considering the repositioning power of Gen.M with that Medivh, but Tassadar does bring an awful lot of wave clear. Of course, those walls to try to lock people in who try to escape. Interesting compositions. Very interesting indeed. Before I forget, let's get the prediction up. Let's get the prediction up. The time is now if you want to bet those bananas. The Fallen Lords on the left. We got the Vala and the Tassadar alongside the Varian Lucio. Against the Medivh comp. Can they pull ahead? We'll see. Gen.M bringing out something spicy. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So we're loading on in here to game number 1. My cat has become simply a throw pillow. But looks like we're about loaded in. Let's jump into the game. Let's do it. Game number 1. On the left in the blue, we have the Fallen Lords. Universe is on Lucio, Silver Arrow on the Vala, Maharba on the Zool, Genghis Khan on the Tassadar, and we've got Gecko on the Varian. On the right in the red, it is Gen.M Esports, French on the Li Ming, Logicalia on the Leoric, Desda playing Brightwing, Randy Newman on Medivh, and Infofox is playing the Muradin.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game number 1 is underway here. Lucio stacking up that party mix on 1. Medivh, of course, going to be stacking the passive quest on the, what is that, Arcane Rift quest. Tassadar, going for the K-Dare and Amulet. It's an auto-attack Tassadar. It's my favorite type of Tassadar. Not really. Not really. But it does do work, especially if you're able to turret up. See how much Tassadar can actually turret up against this comp as the mid-waves are cleared, and Infofox is interrupting those rotations. Vala going for the Q build to start things off, looking at 2 stacks so far. And the rotations are underway. Zool and Leoric will simply double soak to their heart's content. Zool is a little bit faster on the clear, but is also a little bit more prone to be ganked. So we'll see if Gen.M Esports is going to try to take advantage of that and find any early kills onto Zool here. Camps are up. You see Infofox coming across. Looks like Gen.M is going for an invade, trying to take advantage of Varian's early game weakness here. Randy Newman going down to half as Silver Arrow trying to step up. Gen.M Esports are just parked here. Leoric on the rotation just to make sure nothing crazy happens. There's the steal. Medivh portal to get on out. Well executed there by Gen.M. Sappers will connect and take down that top tower there. Zool did manage to push some of this in. So overall, experience still pretty even, as we might now have an invade coming on through. Level 4 still not here for Gecko, though, so Varian does not have the taunt online. Zool and Leoric thinking about coming on down. There's Logicalia taking the portal. Gecko on the point is going to have to retreat here, and Gen.M locks up that camp. That was a pretty aggressive play. Looks like they aren't going to get any deaths for it. Oh, but the taunt is actually online. Muradin is going to go down. 4 was achieved as Zool soaked up that experience, so first blood goes over to the Fallen Lords. Leo pushing through the mid here. Zool trying to get this cleared so it can catch the mid soak. Sapper's going to be cleared up as our first triple altar phase is activated. The bottom altar is coming in the far south this round. See who can control it. I imagine Zool and Leoric will do a simple trade here as Randy Newman setting up for a possible portal engage here on the bottom side. Leoric actually moving around the back there, playing extra safe, just making sure that there's no gank coming on through. There's Zool and Leoric just hanging out. The tanks are going to stun and taunt each other on the front side as Gecko looking to catch up to that back line. Infofox down to half, but Desda has the teleport to bring Infofox back to high health. Looks like Zool and Leoric not interested in coming on down, so this will continue to simply be a 4v4. Level 7 a little bit closer here for the Fallen Lords. They might be able to jump on that advantage as Gecko goes in. Not going to hit the taunt, as the Polymorph was there in time. Now the taunt going to come on out. Infofox going to jump over the top. There is Genghis Khan with that bouncing auto attack. Going to secure the second kill of the game here for the Fallen Lords, and they'll get the 2-for-1 on these channels. Pretty good start here. It's Gecko going in, finding the taunt on a Medivh. Nice polymorph there from Desda. But the wave clear factor of the Fallen Lords definitely showing up here between Vala and Tassadar. That is something that the side of Gen.M Esports does lack here in their comp. They're definitely built more for the team fights. As Randy Newman, just taking a look, is going to see the camp captured there by the Fallen Lords. Right side camp coming up in about 10 seconds here. A Silver Arrow looking to put some damage onto French. Double Q. Doing some work. What's that stacked up to now? 15 stacks on the Puncturing Arrow here for Silver Arrow. Varian looking for a taunt possibly on the outside. Nice stun coming on out though. It's going to make sure Infofox moves back to safety. Leoric having to rotate very safely here. Is down past half health. Right side camp is up. Gonna be started here by Gen.M Esports. Zool just continuing to put the pressure onto Leoric here. Maharba? I don't think they saw each other on the other side of that rush. They went past each other pretty close there. Single bottom lane altar phase is what's going to be next. The Fallen Lords a little bit closer to their level 10s. Could possibly get it off a couple more waves here. See if Zool wants to come on down for the fight. Thinking about it. Yep, Zool is going to head on down. Just clearing these sappers should have level 10 locked up for the Fallen Lords. Oh, actually not quite. They need another minion or so. There it is. Level 10 is in. Gen.M not going to go for it here. Smart move there as they were down ults and down the position that they would need to move against that. So 36-28 will be the core score here. Silver Arrow moves up, looking for a couple more stacks as Gecko tries to get the quick taunt. Infofox forced to leap away as the Medivh portal was committed just in case Infofox didn't have an escape route. Look at this, Fallen Lords are going in. There's a big taunt, but Desda has the phase shift to save Muradin. Oh, there is the Leyline Seal. Oh, Genghis Khan runs into it. That's a big problem. There's the combo coming on out from French. Universe is low, but Lucio able to move away. Genghis Khan is going to pop the ult. Infofox with nowhere to go is going to go down. Desda the next to fall here. Now Logicali on the outside trying to ward away. Medivh actually able to get into that bird form. Oh, French is very, very low here, but has the shielding and has the healing to not go down to that Poison Nova, but look at that tick away. French is still in a little bit of trouble. Does finally make it on out of there, but looks like bottom tower is going to be going over to the Fallen Lords here. Randy Newman, just keeping an eye on things. Just keeping an eye on things. Maharba had a good rotation there, just going to head on back to get this lane soak. Logicalia, bit on the back foot here. I'd love to see a rotation come on out from Gen.M just to spook this Zool a little bit, and looks like that's what they're doing. Infofox moving on up to the top lane, Desda in as well. They're going to commit the Haymaker. Maharba going to trade out for a quick tower there, but Zool will fall.
Be swift, heroes. Do not.
Starting to move across the map. Gecko gets the dismount. Nice pushback from Universe. Silver Arrow not going to get the channel here. Nice dwarf toss in. Yeah, Silver Arrow in some trouble. Caught in the Entomb as French with the beam. No, not going to quite get the kill as Silver Arrow will survive. Logicalia trying to move on back to get those last hits. But Vala is going to... Uh-oh. Silver Arrow is standing their ground. That's not good. There's the Rain of Vengeance. Are they going to get the counter kill? Infofox almost hit the Stormbolt. Gecko on the outside wants this kill onto Leoric. Taunt comes out, but there's no damage. Finally, Leoric does go down. Fallen Lords picking up another kill there. We're now 30-28 on the score. Looks like Gen.M were able to pick up a couple of shots there. Sappers. Some Sappers crossed the line on the bottom side there. I didn't notice, because we're now down to 30-25 on the core health, and now we've got, yeah, I think those were taken before the objective fight started. So nice macro play coming on out from the Fallen Lords as they look to control this bottom lane. Fox will be taunted. There's the Protects bubble coming on out. Fox a little bit low. Portal. Uh-oh, short-range portal is Desda in a little bit of trouble there. Has the blink heal to get away, but here come the Sappers. They're so close. Infofox is trying to hold ground here for French to clear him off. One is going to cross. Two are going to cross. I think the third one, there it goes. 3 across. Another 3 shots there for the Fallen Lords. Very nicely done. What was once 28 is now 22 on the core health of Gen.M. Desda is going to be taunted on the edge. Nice follow-up there, but Medivh has the saves. Infofox is interrupted on the jump back. Leyline Seal has to be committed. A lot of resources being used on the side of Gen.M right now to try to get everyone back to safety. Next altar phase is spawning. It's a single altar here on the bottom side. Gecko waiting for an engage once again. Infofox gonna get caught there, but the protect bubble is in. Is the dwarf toss gonna be in time? Yes, Universe almost got haymakered into the death zone, but the angle just wasn't quite there. Maharba gonna start to channel the other side as we were looking for a wraparound. Uh-oh, Silver Arrow in some trouble. Was not expecting that aggressive rotation. Channel does go over to the Fallen Lords, but this could be a big cleanup here. Genghis Khan going to go down, and that's all the damage taken out. Maharba sweeping away, but it's not going to be enough. Zool falls, and Gen.M with the triple kill now have a chance to try to take back this map. Still have to deal with the bottom lane, but they're going to go ahead and get the Sapper Camp steal first. Soften up. I think these just run into the gate. Oh, Gecko's actually going to step up and make sure they don't hit onto anything. Nice job there by the tank. But this bottom lane now has a full minion wave in range. Will certainly be going over to Gen.M here. So that's a good turnaround. They need a couple more good fight victories, but Gen.M is certainly not out of this one just yet. Randy Newman taking a look, seeing if there's a possibility for a portal engage. Fallen Lords are back to full strength. Leoric in the area wants to be here for a fight. It looks like they want to get something going. Fallen Lords are just not coming out of their base. Maharba able to mount up and get away from the cruising squad there from Gen.M. Possible camp invade. Gecko. They see nobody's there and they get a little bit spooked. They're going to start to move back. Infofox coming in on the flank here. There's the portal engage. Genghis Khan on the outside, trying to get away. Nice body block coming in from Muradin. Archon is going to be used, and there is the Haymaker, but the damage not in range to follow up on Tassadar. Leyline Seal comes on out, is going to capture Silver Arrow for the moment. This is looking like Gen.M is going to have to start to move away. Logicalia is low, has the Wraith Walk to start to move out. Silver Arrow gonna find the catch. Oh, the spooky hand does not connect, and that's gonna be Leoric going down. And look at this, Maharba on the top side, never even joined the fight, is gonna get a couple of channels on the top side here for the Fallen Lords, taking the core dangerously low as the fight continues. Infofox is gonna get that dwarf toss over the wall. But Gen.M just not getting the fight they wanted, are going to have their core health fall to 5. Silver Arrow's actually going to get connected on by that Haymaker, but is still alive. Infofox in the back wants the kill. The Stormbolt not going to connect. There is the taunt onto Muradin. Green of Vengeance stun. Oh, Vala is taken down there by French. There's the Entomb, and Genghis Khan is caught. Double stun coming on in from Muradin as well. Polymorph will connect, and Tassadar is going to fall. Maharba on the backside is just cleaving through everyone, staying alive with those harvest talents. Randy Newman on the top side, trying to get a flank going once again. Polymorph is out and Zool is down. Gecko and Universe trying to peel on out. Logicalia does not have the Entomb ready once again. But we've got a triple kill. There it is, Gen.M wrapping up the triple kill again. But they are in a pretty tough position right now. Mid fort is very, very low. Top is low. They're in a prime position to get possibly run over on this map right now once the Fallen Lords are back up. Sappers are going to break at the gate for a moment and then finally move into the bottom tower. Yorick on the top side, trying to get some extra XP here for Gen.M, who've now pulled ahead here, thanks to that late experience jump, is what I'm trying to say. Yorick on the top wall. Right now, Gen.M, they've got to worry about, if they lose both of these channels, they're just gonna be dead, and it looks like they might only need to, they might need to defend both. Oh, okay. There's a taunt coming on out onto Murden. Big Entomb on the side. Logicalia is getting shredded, though. Moving right in as Infofox. Silver Arrow is pushed away. Leoric is low, gonna get stunned out there. Can Vala move away? Leoric is going to fall, but so is Vala. Infofox, once again, has the Dwarf Toss to get on out of there. Gen.M did finish the first channel. It's 1-for-1 for the meantime. Just looking at that mid fort, it's so low here. If anyone touches it, it's gonna be close. Randy Newman is looking for the channel here. Maharba stepping up. Maharba doesn't have the interrupt here. Hits that Poison Nova and tries to move on forward. Taunt comes out. There is the Bone Prison as well as Infofox is caught. Desta coming for the save. Murden is going to go ahead and try to get back in there. Logicalia about to come up as well as Murden takes Varian takes a big hit there. Nice chase there by Gen.M. They're back to full strength, and after that staggered kill, see what they can do. They're close to level 20. They've retained the 5 hit points on their core. Maharba, nice dodge there on the Stormbolt. Pro Displays, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the show. So we see the boss being taken off the map here by Gen.M. Just making sure that that isn't used against them. That does mean that they're going to lose a lot of health on this bottom tower, though. Varian's still dead for 15 seconds. They've got to watch out. They've got to start peeling out of here immediately. Looks like they're going to start to move back now. And, okay, Murden not going to get here to cut them off. Varian is back and is headed on back to join the team. Left side camp is up. Gen.M is just going for a quick invade with their level 20s. It's a double topside altar. Once again, bottom tower is very, very weak. Mid tower is very weak. Bottom tower will stand. So right now it's 19 versus 20. Silence Entomb comes out onto the Zool. Leoric has to Wraithwalk on back to try to survive. Poison Nova comes on out from the Zool. Infofox, is rooted mid-jump here, but a great ley line from Randy Newman is going to halt further chase. Genghis Khan trying to catch up here, but a good portal is going to move Gen.M backwards. Zool on the left side is getting a channel here, though. Can they move up and get the tower? Oh, they're one hit off! Oh, no! Zool's only going to get 4 shots in as French completes the channel here. Gen.M is going to remain with 1 health left on their core. Nice taunt there onto Leoric is going to complete that kill, but Gen.M have survived for now. Silver Arrow is looking to turn it around onto French there, but couldn't quite get it done. Oh, if they had just waited, like, if they had just delayed a second longer, they might have had that game right there. So close. They're still in a pretty good position. They've got mid lane control. Maharba trying to push through the bottom lane, but it looks like we've got a possible camp take here. It's Gecko, gonna step onto the point, threaten with sappers here. Only one needs to cross the line. Nice polymorph there is gonna stop the Varian charge. Bottom tower goes down, all 3 sappers are gonna be moving towards the kill line. Logicalia about to come up here to make this a 5v5. The ranged wave clear is not tremendous, but they've got to try. Leo is back. There's the Entomb, not going to connect onto anybody. The root comes out onto Zool. There is the cleanse coming out from Universe as there's a couple sappers still alive. Genghis Khan is low in the back. Logicalia on the chase. Big Poison Nova from Zool. That's going to be it for Leoric. Leyline does connect there. I think, yeah, all the sappers are down, but that's a kill for the Fallen Lords. French is low, but will be saved there by Desda. It's a double altar phase on the bottom side, though. Gen.M is short-handed, and and they have to try to get to both. This is a really, really tough situation. Taunt comes out onto Muradin. There's the Archon from the Tastar. Li Ming is exploded there as Infofox being chased out as well. That's going to be Muradin going down, and looks like the Fallen Lords have wrapped this up. With this channel on the bottom side, that is going to be... let's see if Randy Newman didn't quite get the interrupt. That's going to be it for game number 1. The Fallen Lords taking the victory. Nicely done. The extra wave clear, the extra damage was enough to overcome the comp. Gen.M played that comp well, though. The Div portals and protects were good. You saw the team fight prowess when Gen.M got the fight that they wanted, but overall the map control was just too much to handle, so Fallen Lords going up 1-0. Let's head on over to the match summary just to see what we can see. Silver Arrow on the Vala, nearly 86,000 hero damage coming on out there with that Q build. French on the Li Ming, 66,500 there for Gen.M Esports. Take a quick look at the talents while we close out the prediction. Update the scoreboard here. Get ready for game number 2. Auto attack Tassadar, my oldest enemy. Oh, goodness gracious me. Alrighty, team. Don't have a lobby just yet for game number 2, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, game 2. Fallen Lords versus Gen.M Esports. Sit tight. Hello and welcome back. We're setting up here for game number 2 of the Fallen Lords versus Gen.M Esports. This Division B East matchup. Chat is having a good time. Hope you're having some fun. Looks like we're going to be going to our next map shortly. Head on over to Map Select. You know we got to do it. Going to be going to Alterac Pass here for game number 2. Once again, at the decision of the Fallen Lords. Should be good. Excited. Alterac Pass. You know, I've had my beefs. I've had my griefs with Alterac Pass. I gotta give it props. I've seen some pretty good Alterac Pass games the last couple of weeks. Seen some pretty interesting ones. So I'm starting to come around on the whole casting Alterac Pass thing. I hope these teams can put on a show for me as we wait for the teams to get ready. Hang out a little bit longer. Keep that cat cam going. What a guy. What a nice cat I've got. Alright, I'll let them know that I'm ready to go. Once they are all set, we will jump into our Alterac Pass. Looks like we're just getting the captainship sorted out. We've got a couple of new players coming on in this match for the Fallen Lords. See how they do. Looks like the 2 damage players have been 2 damage players? No, it was Tassadar and the Lucio from last game have been swapped out. Let me just pull those names. Universe and Genghis Khan. Universe and Genghis Khan are sitting out, and Fat Andy and Shybar are coming on in here for the Fallen Lords. All right, just making sure they're all set. All right, they're all good to go. Let's get into the draft. Alterac Pass is the map. See what the drafts are going to look like here. We'll see if there's anything similar or if we're going to see some different styles as we set up here for game number 2. Gen.M Esports will once again be first pick here. Can't imagine the bans are going to change all that much, but we might see some different priorities here. Starting off with the Stukov ban. Fallen Lords. Probably pretty likely to just ban Johanna Rhaegar again, but they might try to throw a wrench into things. They might just try to throw a wrench into things. Papa Patience wants 10 squats! 10 squats! I'll see if I can get them done after this. You know what? My workout camera is not quite functioning right now. I might have to swap it out for my main camera. Shouldn't take too long. It might look a little jank, but we're going to see if we can get those squats in for you. Thank you very much. Yeah, something's going on with my third camera. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just old. I've had it for a long time. Very long time. Nubarak will once again be the band here for Gen.M Esports. The Fallen Lords. We'll see if they want to take out the Rhaegar or if they've got something else in mind here. It'll just be the Rhaegar. All is the same and all is well in the kingdom of the bans. Gen.M had the Li Ming first pick last time. See what their thoughts are on Alterac Pass. Once again, Global's pretty good. They're going to take the Vala, though. Vala, great all-round damage dealer. And does take it away from Silver Arrow, who played it last game for the Fallen Lords. So, what will we see in terms of early picks here? Offlane's pretty important. Camp take is pretty important. I'm going to start off with an Anduin, though. Bad Andy locking that in here for the Fallen Lords. And Gecko is going to do a little tit-for-tat take onto the Muradin. Okay, so heals and tanks. First here for the Fallen Lords. Going to save the rest for after the mid-bans. Gen.M. Going to respond with the Garrosh. Infofox locking that in, and Desda is going back to the Brightwing. So really holding on to those offlanes. Okay. Tahaka, pretty strong here. Hogger, pretty strong here. Fallen Lords. I would worry about a Zarya right now. I don't know if Gen.M has a Zarya player. They're going to ban away Maiev. But so far, they've set up perfectly for a Garrosh Zarya. To see if that's their plan. The only problem with that, similar to Towers of Doom, is it kind of puts all of their eggs in the get a kill basket. And Alterac Pass, there's a lot of chores to do. There's 3 lanes that are all very far apart. There's a very needy camp in the mid. So they don't necessarily have to go full murder death kill with a Zarya comp. They might. They're certainly looking like they will from here, but they do have 2 picks remaining. The Fallen Lords, looking for their next 2 picks, need some damage to come on out. They are going to grab that Hog or Shybar, locking that in. And Silver Arrow is going to take the Li Ming. Interesting. Very interesting here. Going to hold their last pick for Maharba. Gen.M on the other side. Will we see that Zarya? Will we see some of that camp pressure? Love to see a Greymane come on out here to help out with the camp clear and just help burst down whoever Garrosh throws in. Okay, Falstad can do that too. Logicalia locking that in. Falstad with that negative armor can certainly help with the blow-up potential. Randy Newman going for that Tahaka last pick. 2 globals, actually 3 globals on the side of Gen.M Esports. Definitely switching up the priority onto the macro game here on Alterac Pass. Last pick, Maharba going for the Rainer. Exterminator Rainer, always a fan favorite. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get some squats in. Yeah. I'm gonna have to add video capture. Alright, that's what it's gonna be for now. Alright, we did it. We did it. Let's get into the game. Here we go. It's game number 2. On the left in the blue, we have the Fallen Lords. Gecko on the Muradin, Shybar playing the Hogger, Fat Andy on the Anduin, Maharba on Raynor, and Silver Arrow is on the Li Ming. Ooh, catch my breath. On the right in the red, it is Gen.M Esports, Desda on the Brightwing, Infofox on Garrosh, Logicalia on the Vala, Randy Newman on Falstad, and French on the Dahaka. Prediction's up. A little bit late, but prediction is up. Bet those bananas. Raynor actually going for the veteran marksman. Interesting maneuver. I guess they do have the Hogger to go and handle that back camp, so you don't necessarily need the Exterminator. Interesting stuff. The mid-wave clear going to commence here. A lot of stacking quests over on the side of Gen.M. We've got the Warbreaker, we've got the Tissue Regeneration, Monster, is that Monster Hunter? No, Puncturing Arrow. Monster Hunter's on 7 now. And the Gathering Storm. Big time stack time coming on out from Gen.M. Gonna be looking for a lot of roaming from the Garrosh here. Garrosh can do some serious work on Alterac Pass. This is a map that's a little bit difficult to gank on, but Garrosh is definitely a premier ganker. Gonna have to just hold it down in the mid for now while the back camp is taken. Logicalia and Desda gonna jump on that straight away. Fat Andy and Maharba a little bit behind on getting this started, but they won't be terribly behind. Silver Arrow and French gonna face it off in the top lane. Randy Newman and Shybar in the bottom lane. I'm surprised we didn't see a rotation come on out that allowed Hogger to move on back to this camp, honestly. It's kind of like the whole reason you take Hogger here. We'll see what that lane setup is going to be going forward. As both mid camps are taken, a little bit ahead is Gen.M, as you see that camp approaching the mid line. See if anyone can get any pressure here. Harba just trying to clear these as efficiently as possible. Shybar coming up on the outside, just coming to help clear. Gonna get a cut off there. Is Logicalia actually gonna turn that around? Uh-oh. Gecko already used the leap, and we're gonna see Fat Andy have to commit the leap of faith to get the save there for Muradin. Nice turnaround by Infofox, almost securing that first blood of the game. Randy Newman stepping up there, putting some hurt onto Shybar. Looks like things are pretty steady. This is the Alterac Pass I know. This is the Alterac Pass I know. This isn't any sort of crazy Cho'Gall comp. This isn't any kind of, you know, try to gank on the opponent's forward bush setup. This is just good old 1-3-1, sit in your lanes and head on back to that siege camp. Alterac Pass. Ooh, baby, baby. Objective is up here, but we see the camps are of the utmost importance. This time Shybar in position to get that going. Lining up the spin and firing away. Maharba gonna help out here just a little bit. Now, I'd be interested to see, you know, just how much quicker that made it. Because Hogger's clear is just so damn fast. I don't know how many seconds having Raynor there actually saved. But the camps will once again clash in the mid. Both teams pretty well going to reach level 7 at the same time here. So we might see ourselves a team fight. Right now, the Fallen Lord's moving across, looking to get the first channel. One cool play that you can make with Garrosh, we won't see it this game, but if you take the extended throw range on level 1, on these points, you can actually throw people directly over the wall into the base. Like kind of in this throw. You can do that with the level 1 talent. It's pretty dope. Right now, the Fallen Lord's doing a pretty good job of controlling here. Dahaka is pushing out the top side, though. You see that minion experience starting to go over to Gen.M. Finally, French going to come on down and look for a fight. Only 4 seconds left on the channel. Has Fat Andy in some trouble on the outside. Nice chastise to move away. Desda going to be saved by the Into the Fray. Infofox going to get hit. Silver Arrow wants the kill, but not going to get it there. Fallen Lords are going to pick up our first objective of the game, though. Have to see what their lane split looks like. They need to get someone up to that top lane. Make sure they're not missing any of that experience, as they are currently a little bit behind on the path to level 10. It's going to be still 4 here for Fallen Lords, so if you're going to commit 4 to the mid lane, you've got to make sure that you're getting a lot done. Infofox taking some hits there, going to heal back up. Nice stun, but Desda coming on through with the save. We are going to see Li Ming peel away, trying to get some of that experience that's been lying up in the top lane here. French, going to feel the heat and get behind the gate there. Not before taking a hit, though. So now we've got 4 pushing the top lane for the Fallen Lords. Garrosh just soaking up the mid here for Gen.M. Keeping their experience lead on these minions. Top wall is going to be taken out. As Hogger just doing a little bit of light double soaking before getting ready to head on back to that camp. Gotta get back there, Shybar. You gotta get back there, Shybar. Maharba. Gonna go ahead and help this out. Gen.M right on target. Gonna get back there. Desda and Logicalia once again. Help to clear this away. That's the power of Hogger. Get there late, don't matter. Still finishing first. 10s are in for both sides. See if there's anything super out of the ordinary here. Oh, everything's looking pretty standard. Avatar, Hyperion. What do they call this? Disintegrate. I just call it laser. Light Bomb and Hortipult there for the side of the Fallen Lords. Hogger taking some hits on the bottom side here as Logicalia and Randy Newman doing some work. Warlord's Challenge, Isolation, Blink Heal, Rain of Vengeance, and Mighty Gust will be the choices for Gen.M. Infofox, thinking about moving forward. Nice stun coming out from Hogger, though. The Unstoppable and the self-healing from that Bloodthirst is enough. Randy Newman with a big gust into the corner. Huge taunt coming out from Garrosh. Thrown in is Gecko, but is able to pop the Avatar. Fat Andy with the self-light bomb is going to find the stun, and somehow the Fallen Lords remain alive there after a pretty good combo coming on out from Gen.M. Wow. That was looking like at least a double kill. But the shielding from the Anduin, the Murden able to pop that Avatar in that spot. Very, very clutch coming on out there from the Fallen Lords. Gecko just going to aggro these minions. Fat Andy's got the channel. Once again, Fallen Lords are going to be threatening another objective here on the top side. Falstad for Gen.M pushing the bottom lane, getting a little bit extra ahead on the map. The Haka thinking about a flank. Falstad is trying to come into fly range now as Hogger being harassed in the mid by Brightwing just a little bit. 21 seconds as Garrosh is starting to channel. Silver Arrow has the interrupt. Gecko taking some hits there as Randy Newman locked on with that lightning rod. Looks like Gen.M have the stall. 15 seconds left on their objective as they halt that. Both teams pretty close on their path to level 13, so they don't necessarily need to break off and soak here. Falstad in the mid is grabbing some of that XP, so we'll see if there's going to be any matching. Rainer on the top side is grabbing the next wave for the Fallen Lords, as both teams just posturing in the area. Not really able to get an awful lot done here, though. Shybar on the outside, thinking about moving in. French has the drag. Gecko thrown into the back, is going to use that Avatar once again. Hyperion comes on out. Randy Newman going to push majority away to make sure everyone's safe. Rain of Vengeance on the top side. There is the Light Bomb, as Shybar actually had to use the Hortipult to get out of there. Unfortunate timing on those ults there from the Fallen Lords, as they are now out of tools and forced to back away. Infofox going to get slowed down by the Easy Throw Dynamite. Objective was moved down to 11 seconds, but now a lot of extra time is needed by the Fallen Lords to get back into fighting shape. Augur gonna head on back to the mid camp, get that rolling. Garrosh just getting in position, thinking about a flank. Garrosh always thinking about a flank. Gotta do it. Augur finishing up the back camp here. We see Gen.M doing the same here on the right. 13s are in for both sides as Gecko looking to step into this right side objective area. Tahaka trying to move down to the bottom side to grab some extra soak here. Could give the Fallen Lords the opportunity that they need to step up. See if Tahaka's got a burrow. There it is. Tahaka's going to come in on the other side. Shybar pushing away. French in the back has a line on Maharba. Gecko going in deep there is going to get stunned. Doesn't have a jump out. Nice throw in onto Silver Arrow. Fat Andy has the save though. Not going to be... Oh, Avatar is up just in time there. Is it going to be enough for Gecko? There's the Dwarf Toss over the wall. Randy Newman going to push Shybar in as the Hortipult is used to get right back out again. Once again, just a ton of damage dealt, but no one can secure that kill. Great positioning and support from both sides to make sure nobody went down. Mid camps are going to be cleared away. Fox looking for a throw. Not going to get it. Shybar just clearing up this bottom lane, but Randy Newman has the match there. Stun onto the top side as Stoppable comes on out from Garrosh. Infofox going to be healed back to full. Silver Arrow. Not going to get the channel there as Logicalia with the multi-shot protects this prison camp. Harba. Oh, there's a light bomb engaged. Gecko goes in, finds the stun onto the front line. Logicalia is taken very low as Shybar wants this last hit. Big stun onto Desda is relocating. Randy Newman is low as Maharba on the outside is just taking out everybody. 2 down. Fallen Lords pick up the first 2 kills of the game, and they're not done just yet. French is trying to turn it around onto Fat Andy, but will be taken down here. Gecko jumps in, but is thrown under fort range. Fat Andy has the save. Looks like the Fallen Lords are going to get this channel onto the objective. And the Blue Riders will be coming through once again. Top boss is now the focus for the side of the Fallen Lords after picking up those 3 kills. See if they can finish it up before or as the Raiders are coming on through. Gotta get Rainer on that boss. There we go. That'll help. There we go, that'll help. Boss is going to be taken. Good timing there. 16s, and the boss is going to be moving alongside, a little bit behind, but pretty close to this objective push. Mid is going to be cleared away here by Gen.M. Falstad clearing out the bottom lane, so top is the big push. 16s are here. And this could potentially be key, with the boss being ferried alongside a very healthy objective. See how much ranged clear is available on the side of Gen.M Esports. They're about to get 16 themselves. Hyperion going to come on out here to get the strafe onto these structures. 16 is here for Gen.M. Boss and objective are on this keep, and it is just getting annihilated here. Along with this minion wave, Garrosh a little bit low. Uh-oh, Shybar in the back has to get the Hortipult on out. Got a little spooked. Gecko with the double stun there onto Garrosh, and Garrosh is down. The core is starting to take a little damage here, but it still has 2 keeps remaining. Can they go for it? They're going to go on 40 armor. French is back. Garrosh is still down. Core is down to half here. Gecko on the outside is trying to move Desda and Logicalia away. Drag is going to come on back in. The core is still very, very low. Can they finish it off? A quick victory here on Alterac Pass. The Fallen Lords with the 2-0 are going to take this series. Wow. That is not the finish that you usually see on Alterac Pass. You get the timing of the boss with that objective. That was a ton of pressure there from the Fallen Lords. And even with all of that, it still wasn't really a sure thing. With that 40 armor on the core, and the core able to clear out the wave, that was pretty close. But really nicely done by the Fallen Lords in probably the fastest Alterac victory I've seen in quite a while. Let's head on over to the post-match summary. Take a look at those stats. We're going to close out the prediction once again. Silver Arrow on the Li Ming, leading the way for the Fallen Lords. Top Siege, top Hero, top Experience. Over on the side of Gen.M, it was Vala, a little over 39,000 hero damage coming on out there by Logicalia. Take a quick look at the talents as we update the scoreboard, and we'll see if we can get ourselves an interview with the Fallen Lords. Alrighty. Just keeping an eye on the lobby here, and we'll get our interview going. Chat, hope you had a good time with that one. That was, yeah, once again, another exciting... It was looking like a tough one for Alterac, but it turned out to be a pretty exciting finish there. So, another one for you, Alterac. Nicely done.
Hey, yo.
Hello, I'm joined here by Universe of the Fallen Lords. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Quite the series there, starting off on Towers of Doom. Tell me about the draft phase. You saw the early picks and early Li Ming. Did you feel the Medivh coming at all with that setup?
Not really. From the scouting that we did, we saw that they had a Medivh, but we definitely were not anticipating it. That's for sure.
So in that sort of setup where, you're against a comp that you don't tend to see an awful lot, what kind of adjustments do you have to make in the early going on towers to make sure that you don't fall behind?
Well, with the Varian, it was just we felt that it was probably a poor decision to contest some of those camps early. Since Varian really couldn't do much before 4, so we were just kind of letting those go to them, and they were 5-manning it, so we were just trying to get ahead on Soak, which allowed us to get to 10 faster.
Okay, yeah. I definitely saw that Zool was able to put on a ton of pressure there throughout most of the game.
Yes.
Were you ever tempted to call Zool down to those fights any more often? Because it seemed like Zool was able to greed that Soak an awful lot.
Yeah, we pretty much leave that up to Maharba's discretion. He's really knowledgeable about when to join team fights, so he makes the calls usually himself on that, and they're generally very correct. So we kind of just left that to him and played, kind of lax just to get into the game, I guess you could say. And yeah, it got tense there at a moment though when we were rotating back for one of the points, and we got caught in a corridor, and they jumped ahead in XP and levels when we were up almost 2 levels at that point. So the game flipped pretty hard right there, and we were kind of on our heels for the rest of the game.
It was an exciting one for sure, coming on down to the end there, but great map control gets you the first victory. Game number 2, Alterac Pass. I've got to say, probably one of the fastest Alterac Pass victories that I've seen on that map. Tell me about that. Tell me about the final push. You saw the opportunity to grab that boss. At what point did you think we can actually end off of this?
Well, I was just a spectator in game 2. So I didn't really was a part of the calls or anything like that. I was just watching your stream, but in watching it, I was surprised that it took 11 minutes to get the first kill on the board. That's a pretty long time for an Alterac game, it feels like, especially with how much team fighting happens there. So it was just a really heavy back and forth, and they were Gen.M Esports were really winning the XP battle early, I think, which is to be expected since they had 3 globals. So they were able to really pick up any soak that was lying around. But yeah, those team fights were pretty wild. It just kept going back and forth, and we were able to get some really good stuns in and some knockbacks, and Shybar did really excellent on Hogger with that. And yeah, once we started to get a couple picks, we were able to start snowballing it looked like, and they called for the boss top, and on that push, they were able to get a pick on the push, and it looked like they thought that they had a chance to actually push the core, which is obviously really difficult to do with keep still up and the armor still up for the objective or the core. And yeah, they just followed through, and they were able to get that really early W, which I was really surprised by. I think it was like 14 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I think I still have it up here, unless the time glitch. Yeah, 13:41.
Wild.
Really, really nicely done there by the crew. Tell me a little bit about the roster swaps in between game two. There is that is that a map preference thing, a hero pool thing, or do you just want to get people cycling on through for the team?
Kind of a mixture of all those things, really. We have 9 people on the team, and I've been kind of pressuring a couple of other players to pick up some healing duties so I can sit some so other people can get in the games. So Andy took that upon himself this game and did a great job on Anduin. Obviously Hogger's really good on Alterac for the camp take and everything. So yeah, it was something where we wanted to rotate people in and out and get everyone playing games to make sure that we could get everyone who showed up some time in the match. It's important.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's so difficult in this league with substitute players because everyone is usually available all the time,
Yeah.
and it's just like you're not in this 40 hours a week. It's hard to keep everyone trained, and then it's like you need someone who's available all the time to probably not play. Like it's very hard to manage. So it's cool that you're able to get that done for the team.
Yeah, I'm really stoked about it. We've all played together video games for like almost 20 years, honestly, for most of the people on this
Wow.
team. So we have a lot of synergy and we understand each other really well. And so yeah, we're kind of used to that. We come from a game where there is usually like 12 to 16 people on a roster and 8 played at a time. So we're used to just like flexing in and out so people can play.
That's great. Awesome. All right. Well, congratulations on the 2-0 victory. Any final shoutouts you'd like to make before we close out here?
Yeah, thanks to you for streaming. We always appreciate it. We got some people in our Discord able to watch it who aren't actually playing, and they always appreciate that. Myself included in the second game, obviously. Shout out to Gen.M Esports for being a good opponent and really motivating us to scrim and practice this week because we know that they're a really tough team. They play, I think, in Nexomania and stuff too. And shout out to my team for always sticking together and practicing and just having a good time together. So yeah, thanks again.
Fantastic. Universe, thank you very much for coming on by, and
My
good
pleasure.
luck going forward.
Thanks, man. Hopefully we see you around the bend soon.
Sounds good. All right. I'll see you around.
You too. Take it easy.